What's going on? It's Brian from GaniFit, and today what I wanted to share with you are a few reasons why I decided to move to Florida. Just making this video before we're going to see a beautiful sunset here on Naples Beach, and I wanted to share with you basically the reasons that I decided to move here, in hopes that maybe these are some of the same reasons for you, as well as maybe a little insight for you if you're thinking of moving. Hopefully you can hear me. It's pretty windy here today. I just want to make this video for you. And point number one is obvious. This is basically the reason so many people move here is the weather. But not just the nice weather, but another thing that kind of goes in with that is I like to stay active. I like to be outside and get fresh air a lot. And I like to go on walks almost every day. And I can do that in Michigan, but it just isn't enjoyable trying to walk when it's 0 degrees out. And here, I basically there was a couple days where it was cold, but it wasn't like terrible, and I could still get an enjoyable walk out even at night just with a jacket on. So that's point number one, is just basically for all around health and all that type of stuff. Point number two, and reason number two that I chose Florida, is I was originally thinking of either moving to Miami, Scottsdale, or Las Vegas. And if you want to see my video on why I chose Naples over Miami, you can click the button up there. I'll link it somewhere up there for you to go watch that as well. But the reason I chose Florida is obviously because the beach. So I really do think I would enjoy Las Vegas or Scottsdale, but it does get a little colder there as well. And there's no beach, it's just all desert. And I'm someone who really enjoys the beach. I at least go 2 days a week, most weeks, if more, to the beach. And it's just so beautiful, as you can see here. We do have a little bit of red tide though, but other than that, it's beautiful. So there's some dead fish. They're right next to me, a really big dead fish. But other than that, I wouldn't trade the beach for the desert, as well as with the weather there. But I just think it's so nice to be able to get out here and come see a sunset like this, basically whenever I want to and whenever I have the free time to. It also, I notice myself a lot more relaxed when I come to the beach. I can come here, take a nice hour-long walk along the beach, along the water, get some nice fresh sea air in, or even go for a swim, which I really enjoy doing. So that's something that was big for me, because if I live in a house or an apartment without a pool, that's something that I was keeping in the back of my head, is I could still go swimming in the ocean if I wanted to. I do, like I said, I really care for being able to get out here and experience this on a weekly basis and enjoy that. So that's one of the big reasons that I chose Florida over those other locations like Scottsdale and Las Vegas. And point number three is that I felt like I needed to grow up a little bit. So I basically lived with my parents for my whole life almost, and it's easy and it is cool, I'm not gonna lie, and able to save a lot more money doing that. But I just felt like I needed to grow up a little bit, as well as I had this calling to move to Florida basically for the last year, but I really just got I made it a must probably about 6 months ago that I would move here. And making it that must, I knew that I had to at least try for myself to get out here. And what's the worst that can happen is I'm gonna die, but I could literally die in Michigan, or I could die here. And taking that into account, yeah, it's scary. I'm 1,300 miles away from most of my family, and I kind of just went at it alone. But I could die in either place, and I thought to myself, which place would I rather die in if I had to die? And point number four that I wanted to share with you is something that I haven't yet achieved, but I would like to have and be able to grow my own fresh fruit all year round, which is another reason that I did move to Florida, is thinking ahead in the future when I'm able to have my own farm, or actual farm, but most likely just like mango trees, coconut trees, banana trees, and all that type of stuff just in my yard, growing all year round, so I'm able to get these fresh fruits all year round, and basically sustain myself if I need to in that case. But that was something that I'm looking at down the road, not something immediate. But back up in Michigan, yeah, you can grow some food, but you only got a few months where you can actually grow that food, so you can't grow food all year round. And if you were to be, let's say, in that situation where you're going to be starving, you don't have any food to survive on if you are starving in the winter. But that was another big reason for me, was just so I could have my own fresh fruit. So I hope this short video helped you or inspired you to make a move somewhere. And like I said, probably the biggest learning lesson out of this video is the growth that you will experience and the growth that I believe I will experience on this journey. You know, I really had to grow up a whole lot in order to even move 1,300 miles away from home. So that was a big thing for me. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, and if you gained some insight from this, give it a thumbs up. Comment your comments down below, maybe where you want to move to, or what your goals are in terms of where you want to live. And be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, as well as more videos in terms of health and lifestyle. Anyways, I will see you on the next video.